Welcome to RSG Endless Legend Episode 1. So, first of all, special thanks to Archmage Milik for his streams of this game, because otherwise I wouldn't bought it when it was cheap, like 85% off for the whole set. So, apparently this is a 4X game, a la Civilization, and I think I played like the, After Earth, like the 100 turn, like, oh, play the game for like 100 turns. Demo thing? That's what it's called. It's a demo, not a trailer. So, I'm gonna start the game tutorial. During the battle phase, you can select a position, right click, and then select a control in order to give more precise orders. During the game, behold my birth. What became the shape, and all that is me, Aruga. Anomalies. So I don't actually know what I'm doing. I was about to say I sort of know what I'm doing, but I absolutely don't. Let's see. Playing new content. As a reskin of the Vaulters faction entitled Mizari, it's unlocked by the dungeon in this founder of Crystal Packs, unlocked during Endless Day 2016. Accustomed to a life in space, the Mizari came here to settle, marooned with no ship, no fuel, and no technology to create either. They have no choice but to make the best of it on this strange world. Ariga. Whatever. Whether they survive and thrive or go the way of the Endless can only be decided by the player. Welcome to Endless Legends. The game's introduction will guide you through the core elements you need to play the game. In order to survive on this dangerous world, you will have to build a mighty empire and face powerful foes. Your tale begins here. Your first army is looking for a good location to settle your first city on. By the way, I'm going to read all this stuff, so wow. Bottom left is your army panel. All armies are represented on the map by the strongest unit among those composing the zone. So you have the 1st Iron Legion. Settler. Reactor Mizari, 24 life. 2 attack, 18 initiative, speed 4. So that's 4 hexes that can go. Defense 9, damage 6. You can colonize. I cannot sell you. I am a cavalry slayer and I am blocked growth. -2 dust. So I do know what dust, technology, all that stuff is. Here goes of only a single unit. Settler is represented by several pawns on a hexagon. Oh, that's me. Settler gives an army the ability to found a city in a neutral region, a region that does not already contain a city. Fog of war and unexplored lands. You can see a distance of 3 tiles from its position. You can also zoom in and out with the middle mouse button for a better overview. Shaded tiles represent areas you have to explore. They're not in your field of view. Beyond that, the gray or hides mysteries, areas you have not seen. What is this? Splat. Lovely. Health points. So I made sure a few attributes. Life, heart. This is some of the health points of every unit in the army. Movement points. Arrow. Determine how far your army can move in a turn. Depending on terrain movement. Penalties. Movement points for an army with several units are determined by the unit with the lowest score. Vision range determines how far your army can see on the map. Vision range for an army is determined by the unit with the highest score. Cast 1 movement arrow to traverse most terrain tiles. However, some tiles, like forest, can cost more. Each region has a fixed frontier and can only contain one single city, which also exploits the region's terrain resources. Terrain resources are food, corn, industry, gears, science, atom, and dust coin. If you decide, you can toggle the display of the terrain resources on and off. Click on the button of the end turn thing. Okay. Stasis pillars. The skin prickles close to the eyes, defying wonder. And no birds fly in its vicinity. Natural philosophers travel for reeds to analyze its properties. Geothermal pit. Geologically active sites are noisy, warm, and a good source of energy. Science, apparently. Science energy. That's really scientific. Well, it's not scientific, but it's pro-science. Mineral rich. Vast splinters of mineral encrusted stone thrust up from the rocky ground. Some of these organics are sure to have useful industrial applications. Can I? Okay, I can move. with WASD or arrow keys. What's this? Coastal Waters. Sisters of Mercy, Expansion Minor Village. Centers of worship and study. The towns of the city Sisters of Mercy appear civilized and well run. They are certainly well run, though they become quite uncivilized if attacked. Temple Ruins. It's a temple ruin. Shape and size of this ruin indicate a religious or community purpose. Better shape than some of the sites. They are certainly worth investigating. Titanium. Strategic resource. Sorry, I love reading. You should have noticed by Minecraft, I guess. Occurring in mineralized form, the extraction of titanium is a complex process for an alchemist, but the effort is worth it. Light, strong, and resistant to water damage, this mineral can transform armies. Dye deposit. Luxury resource. Used to stain liveries, heraldic bearings, clothing, and select foodstuffs. The city-state standing among its neighbors can be greatly improved with flashes of carefully administered color. Plus 50% influence, and plus 5% plus 5 happiness. Moss pearls, anomaly. Peculiar hum accompanies the phosphorescent light of these strange plants. As you eat the delicious fruit, can't have inspirational visions. Okay, now to actually read what I'm supposed to. For most of the major factions, it's best to select a location that gives access to the terrain resources and the surrounding exploitation sites. Colonize. I feel like possibly putting them between two anomalies might be a bad idea, because I might not be able to grow on them. Select your city by clicking left click on its city center or on one of the 6 surrounding tiles that compose the exploitation area of the city. Oh goodness me. Terrain exploration. Comanches, you now rule over an entire region. Splat. Your city city interface. City center plus the 6 tiles surrounding it, the exploitation area. Collect every turn the terrain resource. City center as a city district tile automatically modifies its initial terrain income, adding more dust, science, but also a bit less food. City tiles also provide a new unique resource called influence. Worker panel details all the city resource incomes, FIDSA, scheduled for the next turn. Okay, so we're not negative any of them. Per worker production, person, icon, resources from tiles and potential modifiers, positive or negative, all have an impact on the total production you can expect from your city in the next turn. You mouse over these elements and see the tooltips for details. No food generated, industrial potential, science generated, currency is dust, a rare resource left from the time of the Endless again. I have generated the city. Everything was generated by the city. And for FIDSA, these multiply per cut, or whatever. You can move a worker from one column to another in order to determine which FIDSA production you want to boost for the next turn. So, food production cannot be stored. Excess food is automatically used each turn to produce additional city workers. So then what's this? What do you mean food production cannot be stored? Population growth. The green part of the population growth bar shows that you're about to get an additional city worker next turn. Okay, so I guess it stores in there? We're happy. Industry production. This is going to be a long intro. Industry production also cannot be stored in your city. It should be used to construct new city improvements, units, or regional expansions. City should always have something queued for construction, otherwise the industry resource for that turn will disappear one turn later. List of available construction shows what can be built in your city. The city improvements building founder memorial is available. City improvements are constructions giving different kinds of bonuses to your city. It can be built only once per city. Wait, total? This one-time construction creates a memorial to your leadership in the founding of your empire. Commerce, patriotism, and politics will ensure it grows quickly. Okay, increases everything by 2 except for influence, which is 1, which is fine. Mini interface elements, you can get more details about the thing. Okay. There's more. Construction at the top of the cube will use your city industry production for X turns, clock, till it is built, as you can see. Sorry, I looked away. Certain number of terms will be required to build the Founder's Memorial, as it costs 60 industry. So if we had 60 industry stored up... Oh, we have a palace. Science production. You will need to develop your science to get an edge over other empires. Science is aggregated at the empire level and used to research new technologies. In order to industry, you must keep researching new technology if you don't want to waste your science. The research screen. Look at these things. Oh, and they all have tooltips to read. Research screen is where you help your empire evolve through technology errors as you struggle towards a brighter future. Only the first of the 6 technology errors is currently accessible. Each error is represented by a circle regrouping a number of technologies. To enter a new era, you must research 9 technologies from the previous era. How much you do your research does matter. Custom science automatically increases for each new technology research. In addition, researching more advanced era also costs more science. Some technology directly unlocks new powers or bonuses from your empire, while other unlocks city improvements, expansions, or units that can then be built in your cities. Blue circle technologies are already known. Green ones are unknown. What? Oh. We know these. We have open pit mines, a crude assembly of shacks housing the workers and tools, pickaxes, pans, barrels, etc. You need to excavate and process a common resource. Dye extractor, emerald extractor, gold extractor, spice extractor, wine extractor. Oh, that's what it unlocks, what we can build. Maybe. Language square, army action, parlay and bribe. The public square dedicated to practicing and teaching the many languages of Riga. Conversations with minor factions can now move beyond pointing and grunting. No, you're green. Alchemist furnace. At the heart of the titanium and glass steel. Extraction method is a vast furnace used to smelt the purified resources out of their mineralized forms. Mineralized, not mineralized. Blue. Okay, I read that. First technology. Food and industry technology are usually a safe way to begin using your science. Hover the mouse over each technology to learn its effects. Once selected, a technology will take a fixed number of turns to be researched, depending on your science production. So, you suggested food? That's army. That is still army. No, it's not. Industry and food. Whoa. Select technology research. See. Did you or trust dust? Seed storage. Seeds of domesticated plants are stored for sowing, making crops more reliable and increasing the amount of food produced. Yes, let's do that. I can turn you off. No research. Okay, I'm at. End turn validation. In your turn when you're ready to click on the end turn button. The British supply has grown to 2 people. Thanks to your food production, the number of workers has increased. There are now 2 workers available in the worker panel. The Borough Streets, an expansion construction, can now be selected from the list of available constructions. Expansions must be directly placed on the map and can be built several times. Okay. Oh, so I guess that's city improvements one. Yeah, she said that. For most major factions, every 2 additional city workers makes 1 new borough available for construction. Borough Streets enables you to extend your city exploitation area by building a new city district next to an additional one. Should increase our, affectable stuff. I'm not sure if this is good to build, so X plus 1. I don't know. Yeah, it's exploitation, so I guess we have to, because we have to exploit it, don't we? Could you see? I don't want to tell you to go away. Control output. I see, because it's affecting the affecting stuff. Your construction. Can I read you now? For a city to grow in a controlled manner, new fields must be added in a way that permits regulated and sanitary growth. By building streets, gutters, and sewage systems, cities can expand without the attendant problems of disease and congestion. That's a lot of stats. Oh, but we lose happiness. For some reason. I'm getting a new home, but I'm not happy about it. Though I guess it would, like, if we had actual city walls, because I've seen city walls be built. I guess we have a moat? Or that's just our blue. I think that's just the blue for city. Yeah, because there's a blue in that region. I guess you have to dismantle walls and all that stuff and tell people to move. I guess that makes sense why you lose happiness. Yeah, your new city. This will be functional only once construction is complete. Keep in mind that both spreading your cities too widely or settling new cities causes your city approval to decrease, impacting your food and industry city production. Not the scientists or the dust makers, because we keep them holed up in the caverns. Hover over the approval bar to get more refined. Okay. We have plus 60 from approval, plus 20 from there being a city tile, plus 5 from our palace. Is that palace? I guess it is. RSG. Yeah, that looks like a... Okay, it really doesn't look that much like a palace, but I think these guys are supposed to be like, hey, we crashed from space, we don't know how to do much. And, okay. And your turn. Don't forget that you have a world to explore. Scouting with armies will be your best way to discover the unknown. Marine. I've heard very good things about you. Let's see, he's in Missouri. Of course. Oh, he's ranged. Ranged, as it says. Techno lover. Point blank power, block, and sharp sense. New units explore the area. You must create unit designs. The unit marine has a unit design and available instructions. Okay, so I can select displays, constructible city improvements, constructible marines, all of them. Arrows. Militia, unit, and rose tree. They're my garrison, okay. 2 copies. 2 units are queued, but several turns are required to build them. Jeez, turns must go fast. I guess they really do go fast, because we already... Well, I say we're already 3, and we're 23 minutes into the recording. For me, at least. Speaking of which, we're 23 minutes into the recording. So, if you enjoyed this tutorial, which it's... Because from what I understand, these games go on for like 10, 12 hours. And I'm pretty sure there's a save and quit function. In fact, I'm 99% sure there is. So, these are going to take a long time to go through, especially because I only do 2-hour sessions. So, anyways, that's just a personal thing. If you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. See ya.